Hello and welcome to Roanoke Hobby and Electronics. This could be our first look at the Raspberry Pi Zero. This is definitely a low budget production here, but hopefully with time we'll improve our video techniques. Where you've got the Zero Essentials kit that we got from our friends at the Pi Hut. And we're going to unpack it and give it a try here and see how things go. So we're going to start off with taking everything out of the kit here. We've got our USB adapter and our HDMI adapter. The kit included some little rubber bumpers here to protect the Pi and an assortment of header pins for the GPIO. And I ordered the option with the micro SD card. A little side note, it didn't recognize the card at first. It was a 16 gig micro SD card. It was supposed to have had noobs installed on there, but had to reformat the card and reinstall noobs, and was able to get it to boot up then. So here's the Raspberry Pi in a little anti-static packaging, and how we're going to hook it up today. I've got a wireless keyboard and touchpad. So we're going to get the keyboard and mouse on the one USB, and we've got a monitor and a HDMI cable, and we've got a standard 5-volt 1 amp power supply that we're going to plug in to get it to boot up. So we're going to put all the pieces together here and boot it up for you. Okay, we've got the Pi Zero out of the anti-static bag, and we've got the adapters plugged in and the SD card plugged in, and we have the two micro USB connectors. The one at the top is going to be for power, and the second one is got the adapter plugged in, and we've got the wireless dongle for the keyboard and touchpad plugged in, and the HDMI adapter with the cable plugged into the monitor. So we're going to apply some power next and let it boot up. Okay, we've got the power plugged in. The little LED for the activity on the SD card is flickering the way it should. As I mentioned originally, it did not recognize the SD card at first, so it just slowly blinked on and off, which indicated to me that it was not reading the SD card. Here's the startup screen. We got the Raspberry up at the top indicating one CPU, and going through the boot sequence. This is the newest version of Noobs with the Raspbian Jessie. And I've already gone through the steps of installing Raspbian on the SD card, which takes about 10 to 15 minutes to go through all the steps and let it write the operating system out to the SD card. And there we have it. We've got the standard desktop, and everything is booting up nice and smooth, especially with the CPU being clocked at a faster speed than the Raspberry Pi Model B, the original. And that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. This is just the first look at the Raspberry Pi Zero, and just getting just a trial run here, getting it booted up, and recognizing the SD card was a major accomplishment for this evening. So we're going to take a deeper dive into the Pi Zero in future videos, so stay tuned. So thanks for watching our very first video at Roanoke Hobby and Electronics. Be sure to stop by and visit the blog at roanokehobby.info, and we'll post more interesting videos and blog about different projects as we go along. So thanks again, and be sure and stop by and visit.